Welcome back to Repair, Restore, Resell. Today we're back on the 7.5 horsepower Mercury. I'm going to pull the lower unit off of it and see about replacing the water pump. So we'll get started on that. First thing we need to do is there's one nut here underneath the cavitation plate, and there's another one over here. The one over here, if I remember right, you have to loosen up, and you have to keep removing it as you move the lower unit down, because I'm pretty sure there's not enough room to back it all the way off, but we'll find out. Okay, so this one above the prop has a 1/2 inch nut on it. Okay, and the other one in the back here, this one takes a 9/16. And that's as far as that'll go. So I think that this should it should come down. I think we had to put this in forward before we do this, if I remember right. So let me tap on this a little bit more, see if I can get it to come loose. If not, I've got the service manual on it, and I'll consult with that and see what's going on. Okay, it is starting to separate here, right in the seam here. So we'll just keep going with it. And get the nut the rest of the way off. And there she goes. Okay, so you want to be careful. This stand, I built this the first time I've used this stand. I've got another stand that has my 9.8 Mercury on it, and the other stand never flipped backwards. This one here wanted to flip over backwards once I removed the weight of that lower unit, so you just want to be aware of that. Make sure that that doesn't happen to you. I was able to catch it. If it went over backwards, it couldn't go far anyway. It would just lean against the workbench. But if you're doing this out in the yard or something, just watch out for that. Okay, so I've got the lower unit secured here to put a new water pump in it. Got a piece of 3/4 inch plywood clamped to my bench, and then the lower unit clamped to the plywood with a piece of wood to keep from damaging the machine surface here, so it doesn't get all marred up. So first thing I want to do is to wipe down the drive shaft on it, so there's nothing there to damage any seals or anything when I put it back together. So we'll just get that cleaned up. I've got the water pump kit here. So we got two 7/16 nuts here. We'll get those off of there. There's a little tube that sits in here and joins the water pump to the tube that takes the water up to the power head. So you gotta make sure you get that back in there and lined up when this all goes back together. You got a couple washers. You got a flat seal O-ring that sits on top of the little piece of housing there. You slide that up and off. Slide the housing up and off. And there's a steel or stainless steel, whatever it is, wear plate. And this this impeller's got nothing left of it. It's just so old and deteriorated. Let me get a pick and see if I can get that picked up out of there. Okay, so I was able to grab it with a pair of needle nose and walk it up off of there. And what you want to be careful of is that down here there's a little pin in the let me grab a different pair of maybe I could grab it with these ones. Oh, I gotta get my smaller ones. So you don't want to lose this. This is the drive key for the impeller. So make sure you get that and put it aside, because if you forget it's there and you take compressed air or something to blow debris out of that cavity where the impeller rides, you'll blow it out of there and you won't find it, and you'll be waiting for the post office to bring you another one and ask me how I know. So that's it. Now I just gotta take some compressed air and blow this crap out of here, and then we can start putting in the new one.